brick wall blocking up the path, dealing with the violent wrath, trapped inside the narrow lane. Nothing but the steady rain, nowhere left to turn around. Footsteps making heavy sound, cornered in the dark space, looking at the reaper face. Face, chasing the target down the block, controlling the entire clock, running into the blind alley, adding to the final tally. Shadows closing in the trap, erasing them from the map. Fences too high to jump over, looking for a four-leaf clover. Back pressed up against the clay, washing the existence away. Guns drawn, pointing straight, accepting the inevitable fate. No escape route, blocked exit. We don't ever back down or quit. Echoes bouncing off the brick, making the competition sick. Dead end alley, end of the line, drinking the bitter tasting wine. Dead end alley, end of the line, crossing the territorial sign. Brick wall blocking up the path, dealing with the violent wrath, trapped inside the narrow lane. Nothing but the steady rain, nowhere left to turn around. Footsteps making heavy sound, cornered in the dark space, looking at the reaper face. Negotiations have completely failed, the violent truth has been unveiled. Pleading for a second chance, doing the destructive dance. Puddles reflecting the street lamp, standing in the freezing damp, cocking the hammer on the steel, showing exactly how we feel. No witnesses in the dead zone, sitting on the heavy throne, paying the ultimate price, rolling the proverbial dice. Footprints left in the wet dirt, ensuring that the enemy's hurt. Walking away from the dead end, breaking what we cannot bend. Dead end alley, end of the line, drinking the bitter tasting wine. Dead end alley, end of the line, crossing the territorial sign. Stop the running, catch the breath, standing in the face of death. Listen to the water drop